Dude, I was vibing that cult thing yet. Wonder who's in charge of that mess. I bet he's a chick magnet. Plot twist, what if it's a woman? It's like, could still be a chick magnet. You got that freaking girl who's obsessed with Mitsuru. Holy shit, Mitsuru is actually the leader of the cult. The ultimate plot twist, you never see it coming. This day sucks, man. Every next time he makes a resolution, even though there's no way of keeping it. Well, we had. Have you got anything to say? Well, I'd take a picture whenever I saw one of those episode people. I'd send them to Brad on my contacts list saying I found an FES guy. Now, that camera's up. It's a pretty scary thing to get used to. Is it's going to go our way someday, or we get stuck with it forever? You know, honestly, it feels like that's, COVID right there. It's like, are we just stuck with this shit now? You just gotta deal with that. Well, in front of the art room, it's still kind of dirty. Don't they ever clean up around here? It's like all over now, with the posters all over town. All that plus of scary cult freaks, I don't think it's safe walking around down here. I can't even use my controller. My controller is fighting against itself. It's this freaking analog stick, man. Isn't there? Still saying the same generic stuff, right? If he ever gives out something normal, then you know the end is near. Okay, what a coincidence. How are you leaving now? Seriously, I'm curious about how it reacts since you have behavior on the... Yeah, then let's go. It's rare that I have any free time. Just about. Even though you had free time just 3 days ago. Then again... Well, actually you had free time the other days too. It's just... You're just having... Well, actually... Where was she? She wasn't part of the discussion group on the top of the wall. Well, second floor, I guess. What Island Station movie? You had a fun time with Mitsuru. I've been wanting to see that movie for a long time. It was very entertaining. Even though it was a typical road trip movie, the way the characters expressed their emotions was great. I just pictured it, freaking watched that. What was it called? Are We There Yet? I can't even remember that movie. I think I've seen it. And that's about all I can say about it. I can't remember anything else. I think character sacrificed everything just to go on the journey with his friends. And then in the final scene he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision. Yeah, I always get that in movies, like, yeah! And then after the credits roll and everything just goes back, it's like, okay, now it's not as interesting. Hey, you two. Have you ever thought about going to a place like this? Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are? How do we respond? Well, we can respond in any way we want. So we shall say yes. Really? I'm surprised to hear that. I didn't know you felt that way. Mitsuru is forcing a smile. He's like, oh, I didn't want you to be like that. Don't misunderstand me. I don't yearn to leave everything behind. It's just that sometimes it's easy to become bound by the things that are important. And you know, if Persona 3 had come out at a later date, which wouldn't make sense chronologically. But you know, if it was in Persona 4's role, maybe that, spin-off of Persona 5 where, they go out on adventures through Japan to solve the mystery. When they're driving around in a camper van or some sort, I can't remember. You know, the one that has Dancing Warriors gameplay. Imagine if they had a crossover with Persona 3, just as a callback to this line from Persona 3. It's like, remember that one time Mitsuru said that line in the social link? Well, now it's relevant because now they're like in places where nobody knows who they are because they're gone on a road trip. Just that sometimes it's easy to become bound by the things that are future of the company, all my responsibilities. Wish I didn't have so much to worry about. Sometimes I feel shackled by my family name. However, I know that kind of thinking is not permitted. I've become so undisciplined, constantly complaining. I must bore you with all my griping. Mitsuru seems to trust you. Your relationship is growing closer. There's like apparently 3 other choices, so what's that all about? Mitsuru's voice in his head. Have I got the rank wrong? As I am thou. I shall have our blessing when our sins are created for some of the ends. Is it rank 8? Yeah, it's rank 8. There should be 3 more choices to come. This isn't over yet. Mitsuru carries your social link has reached level 8. Proud great personas, the Empress count has grown. Or ends up being like, no, it only pops up if you say no, you fool. Except the fact that the walkthrough says any. Your relationship is growing closer. There's something I want to ask you. Now, hypothetically, what would you think if I told you that I am interested? And even though I can never be with him, I can't stop thinking of it. Would that be wrong? Hypothetically, of course. Asking for a friend. Apparently we can reply... I forgot what she even said. What was the question? I don't think so. God, I forgot what she said. I thought she said, like, she's obviously talking about us, the protagonists. But is she, like, saying, is it wrong to have these feelings? Is that what I'm getting? I'm just gonna assume that was what she said because I've already done it. Now all my mind can think of is that chicken brown cow. I feel like Homer Simpson, you know, it's like someone speaking to him, his mind is just like... He's like, hey, pay attention, Homer. Yuki. Mitsuru seems hurt. Yuki. There you are, Mitsuru. Did I pick the wrong choice? I've been looking for you. I didn't expect to find you. We're leaving, let's go. Wait a minute, I didn't make any plans with you. Well, my business meeting for this evening was cancelled. I'm a very busy man. You're just going to have to adjust your schedule. What a dick. I can't, I've already made plans. Well, you can break it. I don't think you have anything more important to do than spend time with me. I'm the center of your world. It's deja vu, except it should be deja vu the other way around. You know, Haru's social. It's like that, but this was technically before that. Don't look so sullen, you know, this benefits you as well. What you understood our arrangement. He even has the same douchebag attire as well. Same douchey suits. Now you ought to be my wife and you ought to be obedient. Dude thinks it's still like the middle of the 20th century or something here. Or 19th century even. Why must you and your family always be so difficult? Well, at least your father's still alive and live with that. Oh! I imagine you feel the same. What a dick. How can you say that? He was trembling with anger. Yeah, I gotta say something to that. Fuck you, bitch. Mitsuru seems happy. Who the hell are you? This is none of your business. Get lost. Listen, Mitsuru. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience. We still do things like, you know, they did back in the day where, you know, the king would have one of his daughters marry like a prince from another family, make connections, all that shit. We still do that even now. It's just it's all company based. We just changed kingdoms to companies, and the kingdom still needs a cooperation by companies. Nothing's changed. We just changed the name of the games. Yes. Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen. Now let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant here. It's just duck burner. It's like, that's not luxurious at all. Luxurious. Very well. I wish you hadn't seen that. Well, thank you. I've had a lot of fun. And I'm sorry. Please excuse me. Seriously, I'll believe you. You can pick any choice. It's like, what do you mean, grab her fiance? Like, just grab him and be like, hey, you punk. You better not frickin' keep treating me like this, you piece of shit. I'll bust your frickin' lip open. And that's just the hose all the way away. Or you just like grab him and be like, no, I will marry him instead. Stop, please. I know how you feel. Mitsuru has a sad look on his face. Let's go, Mitsuru. By the way, you! What business do you have with her? You should know your place in society, peasants. An ordinary person like you is not fit to interact with people like Mitsuru and myself. Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. I can't believe this. I think I'll take a little friend very exotic Mitsuru. These upper-class twats. Upper-class twit of the year. Mitsuru's fiancé continues to break you. These are the worst kind of people. That's enough. Mitsuru. I said that's enough. I won't let you insult me. Why are you getting so angry? If you insult him, you'll insult me. Mitsuru, what are you talking about? How dare you say he should know his place? You can't even compare to him. He lives life on his own terms. And he has taught me not to fear the future. You've taught me nothing. I want to be with him. Now. And forever. You want to be with him? Now and forever? What on earth are you talking about? That's just... talk about love and all that bollocks. You're my fiancé. You think that I am inferior to this hooligan? I suggest you retract that statement, Mitsuru. I would only forgive you if you apologize to me in this instance. Think about the future of your company. I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You don't care about me or how I feel. Kyoto Group can stand on its own. You don't need any help from a person like me. From today, you and I are strangers. And if you try to do anything malicious, I will use the power of the group to destroy you. Get out of here, you snob! I don't want to see your face ever again. It's like, ah, shit. I wasn't expecting that. Grandfather! You're the boss. I've got to go crawling back to my grandfather. I'll be right back. That girl that you arranged for me to marry, she basically told me to fuck off. Hi. Mitsuru ran away. Decided to return to the dorm. I'm gonna have to redo this now, though, because I'm like...
Oh, there you are.
I gotta... Well, no, I didn't. Because that choice now, I'm like, should I go back and make the other choice? I mean, it didn't matter in the end, because I got the relevant choice correct. Say something to the guy was the only choice we need to really make. But now I'm like, did I make the wrong choice at the start and the first choice? Because I wasn't paying attention fully. All I knew was that any choice was gonna be, like, basically works out.
We're all going to Hagakure. Wanna come?
I'm not hungry. I don't like ramen. I only go there for social. Sure.
Wow, that was easy. Akihiko-san's buying. You remember that bet we made in Yakushima?
Not really. Yeah, that was freaking God knows how long ago. Yakushima was when we actually met Mitsuru's father the first time, wasn't it? That was a long time ago. Was it the bet about, like, where he's like, yeah, whoever can, you know, get a girl's attention. And I guess we technically won because I just paid attention to it. So, you know, either way, Akihiko lost that, you know, bet. So, it all makes sense.
You probably forgot all about it by now.
Now I just remembered he said, yeah, I can do that. Want to bet on it? Yeah, I'll bet on it. Well, now we're finally going to cash in on that many months in-game later, and God knows how much time in real life.
Well, you won in the end. Even if it was Aigis. But whatever. Akihiko-san still lost, right? It took me like 6 months to make him accept that fact.
I'm surprised you even remember this.
So come on, everyone else already left. We gotta hurry.
Why was that track playing though? It made it sound like it was...
Is the special okay for everyone?
It's like that track does not fit. Hey, we gotta, you know, get that bet that he lost, you know? He's gonna pay for ramen bits. That music has that... Wait a minute. Where's Akihiko gone? Oh no. Where could he have gone? You know, that kind of vibe music. It's felt like the wrong track to be played. The special, I don't care. I got this in Rome. I'll have the regular, sounds good to me.
Okay. 5 specials, please.
As soon as he turns around, I changed my mind.
Man, this is awesome.
I want some chicken brown cow.
Akihiko-san's never treated us all to ramen before.
Hey, why do I have to treat everyone?
Not this again. Come on, Akihiko-san. A bet's a bet.
Gonna explain what that bet was in front of Yukari and Aigis. Not very good, right? Mitsuru.
Alright. I never said I wouldn't.
Is Mitsuru's not there because she feels awkward after that socially? Or nah, that's not what it is. That'd be an interesting thing though, wouldn't it? Like, yeah, she's not in this scene if that happened. I guess she wasn't invited. Or maybe she hasn't arrived. The bill.
This article looks quite disturbing. Emergence of a Messiah.
Oh.
The charismatic one speaks.
Cult stuff.
It must be about that doomsday cult. They're all over the internet, too.
I think we can all tell who the leader of this cult obviously is. It's the person absent. It's Mitsuru. No, it's Mitsuru. But you can. It's very obvious. It's called
What the?
There's a picture of their leader. Hey, that's...
We don't get a proper look at it, so we just have to get the information based on who they say it is.
Is that Takaya?
Well, who's surprised? The guy that looks like a cult leader is a cult leader. At least now it kind of falls into place. He's an actual cult leader now, instead of just having 2 people following him around. But it was mostly really just one.
I thought something was up. So, Strega's behind that cult.
Who'd have thought?
I've lost my appetite.
Listen to what he says. Mankind is currently imprisoned by the sins of hate and anger. But soon a savior will descend upon this world to break the chains that bind us and lift us to new heights. This great being is Nyx. I have beheld her glory, and she has blessed me with power beyond belief. In Nyx, there is no pain, no suffering.
Because you'll all be
How
dead.
does he know about Nyx?
Wait, he's saying that Nyx will save the world? That's not true!
And that's the thing, they buy into that bullshit that the world will be destroyed. That's a good thing and reborn. It's like, don't take into account the fact that, you know, you're all basically dead. It's like, maybe that's why he's got that kind of look. He's like, trying to make himself look like a Jesus-like figure, you know? So that when all this kicked off, you know, people look at him, it's like, yeah, all the crazy stuff going on, we'll buy into it now.
I don't think he really means what he's saying. This is all just a game to him.
But this is a video game.
That son of a bitch.
But there are those who do not understand this truth, even though they have also been blessed by her. They have acquired the same power as I, yet they abuse it, using it for their own personal gain.
Wait, is he referring, saying her as in the one that's granted the ability to use personas? I mean, I feel like from Persona 3 onwards, they kind of ignore the early games, but you know, there's a guy named Fireman, or whatever the hell the guy's name was. He was the one that, you know, allowed the awakening of personas. I mean, granted, it seems the logic kind of goes out the window in later games where it's like some, you know, godlike being that's unrelated somehow grants the ability instead. Or something, you know. Which is just like, I don't know, it kind of bugs me that they just ignore the first games. I want them to incorporate it back into the story somehow, you know. But no, because it was probably because, you know, different people were working on those games compared to how it was from the third game onwards. Just ignore that, it bugs me.
These miscreants are the ones to blame for the recent tragedies that have been plaguing our streets.
You've really used the miscreant words here to describe us. Why did I say words? Words.
Wait, is he talking about us?
Shh, not so loud.
Oh, sorry. Hey, what's up with them calling him the charismatic one?
Because he's charismatic.
How'd he get so popular all of a sudden?
Because everyone's lost their minds and now they see this weird guy dressed like that and you're like, he is the one.
Well, Jin's pretty well known on the internet.
Yeah, he's probably, you know, he's probably the guy doing all this misinformation shit as well.
He's probably pretty good at stirring up trouble.
He's a shit stirrer.
Yeah, I bet he orchestrated Takaya's rise to fame.
So not only is he a nothing character with no character development and the most punchable face, just no nothing character, when we do get development from him at the last possible moment, it's so half-baked and just makes you go, I don't care for this guy. This character fucking sucks. But he also is responsible for stirring shit up on the internet. The ultimate douchebag. Honestly, I hate Jin more than I hate Takaya, honestly. Takaya? They say Takaya, but is it Takaya? That's trouble, you know, because it's dubbed. You never know if they've got the pronunciation right or not. They don't always get it.
Ugh, those two make me sick.
It's like it's even worse for Korean. It's like when I played Whitetail in school. It's like you listen to like the English dub, you got all these characters referring their names, then you switch to the Korean voice acting, you hear them speaking, it's like, at what point in any of that did you say that person's name? Because I did not hear it.
Brothers and sisters, I shall go forth to make preparations for Nyx's arrival. But do not fear those evildoers who desecrate their gifts. Nyx shall right their wrongs. May your hearts be filled with peace as you await your salvation. Blessed are those who take joy in the coming of Nyx.
Even freaking says that blessed are those.
The revolution is here.
Getting old biblical.
Revolution? People can't seriously be buying this crap, can they?
Throughout history, those who have changed the future have often been highly charismatic. That's the end of the article.
What was that last bit also in there as well? Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I was rambling about earlier in this recording session. It's not really people who are actually capable of accomplishing things for the better. It's the people that are able to shout the loudest and seem the most confident and charismatic. People are drawn to charismatic people, and more often than not, charismatic people are actually brain-dead shitheads that are in it for personal gain only. That's trouble. That's why I'm always suspicious about charismatic people. I'm like, nah, man, what's your true motive here? It's like, what's your real mask? That was the inspiration for that song I also mentioned as well, with the lyric, the mask falls and the jester is king. Because the song I titled it Masquerade of Life. And it's basically about how we all wear masks in our lives, you know? It's like, I guess you could see it in my videos to an extent as well, you know. I seem a lot more upbeat in my videos, but in real life, you know, I'm very much depressed. So it's like, you know, I can relate to that, you know? More of, you know, you're depressed, but you're like, just trying to make the best of the situation and all that. But the main inspiration for writing the song was that lyric, you know, a lyric based on someone who, you know, masks this, you know, puts on this mask, this facade of confidence, like they know everything and understand everything, will solve everything, but ultimately they're just a clown. A clown that fools everyone, because they're charismatic.
It appears that after the interview, Jin and Takaya disappeared again.
Well, there's only one place they could have gone. Tartarus.
Tartarus. And they are indeed, they have gone there.
They must have been planning this all along.
Takaya's words have changed the mood of the entire city.
The thing is, they have actually gone to Tartarus. They're gonna be stuck there for ages though, because we can't actually confront Nyx until, you know, the final day.
Even though they won't admit it, they are all afraid.
Yeah. I mean, why else would people believe this nonsense Takaya's preaching?
I guess people just need something to believe in.
Like the song, you know?
Well, no wonder there's a sense of doom in the air. We're all gonna die.
But is that so surprising? The fact that all life ends one day has nothing to do with Nyx. Death is a natural occurrence in the cycle of life. Don't all humans realize this?
Yeah, but it doesn't exactly negate the fact that death itself isn't exactly a pleasant thing to think about. That's the reality at the end of it all. Honestly, I find, you know, there's two things in life. There's your own death, and then there's the death of others. It's like, I feel like worse about, you know, death of others. It's like my mother died and all that. It's inevitable that you usually without believe your parents and all that, but it still hit like a freight train, especially because, you know, how it happened. She was only in her 50s, like, you know? Stuff like that bothers me more than, you know, the idea of my own death at this point.
I guess.
To tell you the truth, I never even would have thought about my own death if none of this had happened.
Well, same thing with... Well, actually, no. I thought of my own death. Even before my mom passed and all that. But, you know, it's just like... Your mind goes even more morbid there, you know. After the funeral, it's like, you know, thought occurred to me. It's like, you know, when I die, what would I like, music-wise, to play at my funeral? What songs? You know, shit like that.
But since we've made up our minds, why don't we just leave it at that? Our objective is Nyx. If Strega gets in our way, we'll just have to deal with them too.
I agree. We'll probably run into them at Tartarus anyways.
Well, yeah, they're the, you know, they're the warm-up act. They're the opening act. You know, Nyx is the headliner of this tour.
However you look at it, we're the obstacle standing in their way.
It's like, you know, the front man, yeah, he's got something to him. He's kind of generic, but, you know, is the other musician in this band, he kind of sucks.
The promised day will soon be here.
Imagine if that happens, we get there, and it ends up being a concert, you know? It's like, freaking Jin has got like some kind of synthesizer and a turntable or stuff like that. He's just doing all multitasking for all the instrumental shit, and Takai is just rapping along about the end of the world. But he's doing it in a kind of, prophetic kind of way, where it's like old-timey testament kind of way of wording things, but it's all rhymes. And he does it all on a dime. Should be a crime.
Yeah.
We need to do all we can until then.
Yeah, and we're gonna need lots of energy, so let's eat. Excuse me, I'd like to order a Hagakure bowl. You don't mind, do you, Akihiko-san?
Junpei, don't forget, you're having half of Aigus's food too.
Wait, what?
Oh, don't worry, I'm starving.
Wait, did you say half all of it? Does that imply she eats half of it as well? She's robots. That just now occurred to me. It's like, wait, how's Igus gonna be eating?
You just better eat it all.
Don't waste it, man. Fuka, I just realized she wasn't there either. It's like you forgot about me. I've seen the screen name Jin before. He's very popular and has a lot of support from his followers. He's a very charismatic figure. I can't believe he's the same Jin as the one from Strega. Yeah, he's an absolute doofus. How has he got... It's like... He's a big name online, but in person he's just some random dork that follows him around. Licks his balls and everything, Nah, I can't play it. I was just trying to, just play a Stevie Nicks song, because, Nicks, but I was like, nah. I forget how the rhythm goes for that. Oh well, that plan fell over on itself. I think the magazines that interview Strega are ridiculous. I can tell us, do they think that they can just write whatever they want as long as it helps sell magazines? I hate to tell you, man, but 16 years later it doesn't get any better. In fact, it just seems to get worse. That's capitalism. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Do they think that they can just write whatever they want as long as it helps them? Yeah, it's definitely a breach of business ethics. Yeah, but that gives a shit, It's like, I feel like there should be, with, you get some, media news and all that, and then you get the kind of blur in between where it's, news, but it's all sensationalized and bollocks. I feel like there should be, something to at least, lessen that, because there's just so much bullshit in the world, and a lot of it's caused by bullshit, being spread. Should be some accountability held there. Jesus Christ, man. About misinformation people get into. I have to admit, Strega knows how to control the media well. But I'm a little disappointed in the media for being so easily controlled by them. Do you think the media were paid off by Strega to promote them? Actually, that would be even more disappointing. They probably just saw his look and were like, yes, that is one hell of a look we got there. 95% of the people who are referred to as charismatic by the media are fakes. Then would Strega be considered to be the remaining 5%? The answer is no. They don't have charisma, they're just agitators who are stirring up unrest in society. I mean, their leader is kind of charismatic, but he seems like just a try-hard, really. He definitely has an aura to him, but, that's about it. Friggin' Strega, blaming us for everything that's going on. It really pisses me off. What you got there? Is that like some juice and... Maybe those are those pocky stick things. or some kind of chocolate of a similar shape in one of those boxes. I don't know. Well, I know that could be his phone, actually. I don't know, the textures make it really hard to say what the hell that thing is. Even if I wasn't seats, I still wouldn't join the cult. Would you? Yeah, nah. I serve my value through boxes, so there's no reason for the cult to come to my room. Seem to have an activity that you assert your value to. I think Strigger's controlling people by taking advantage of their insecurities. So if people have enough confidence, Strigger probably can't influence. So then we should just ignore their preaching, right? Right, maybe I'm like... Maybe. It may not be the best attitude to make in this situation. Yeah, really. I'm not a very confident person, but I wouldn't buy into that shit. It's like, it can be not confident in yourself and still see through bullshit. It's potentially like that. As you can see from the map, it'll be sunny skies all week long. Those of you with entrance exams won't have to worry about getting snowed in. Now back to the studio. Go back to Hyperaction News. Hyperaction News, what is this for? Episode South Park. It's hyper sexy action news. The news you can't afford to miss, cause you will die if you miss this. Where we give you all the day's news and more besides. More than you bargained for. You didn't ask for that news. Arf. Good. That means I can wrap up this story. Enough of that. Pretty sure that's in the key of C minor, E flat. Is that E flat? Yeah, E flat. Well, it's either E flat major or you could see it as E sharp major, but it probably would be seen as E flat. With the relevant key in for the minor one would be C minor, which I mean it sounds more minor driven, so maybe it is in C minor. Anyways, that's gonna do for this part of the record session, so I will save off screen. I would, go back and redo that thing with Mitsuru so that I could make the other choice, but I just can't be bothered at this point. I just take too long to get back to this point and then save the video. So yeah, see you next time, viewers. See you next time.